Greetings, Takeoff Cast. There is much to discuss. Let's get right to the point. Today, I will be going over the following: news regarding the cast's focus, what the Underground Council has been working on and the future project, why our cast has been deteriorating, and how are we going to recover ourselves. So, primarily, all this is about is the preservation and future of the Takeoff Cast. So, I hope all of you will look into this with engaged minds. To start off, what exactly is a cast? A cast is everyone who works in a production of some kind together and are typically credited. For instance, reading the credits after a movie or a cartoon. In other words, a cast is a team who is producing some kind of content. As a team, we need to be able to work together, or else operation would be nearly an impossible challenge. The Takeoff Cast has been around since February of 2018. Well, officially, that is. If you want to be more technical, you could say October 1st of 2017, which is the day I started the hunting of Elmo. Our cast history right now is split into two generations. The first generation, which I call the Foundation, marks when I started out and founded the Takeoff Cast. The Foundation generation was a point in our history where we were our most productive. We had more time to spare towards making content, we had more excitement in the team, and we were all more sociable. Following the conclusion of 100 Deaths and into 2019 marks our second generation, which I call the Cold Days. This is the generation we are currently in. Many of us are occupied with high school and other activities, as well as there hasn't been a project in over a year. This is leaving content production to be solo, without a clear goal in mind, and it's also leaving many people lost in our community. Because of this, our cast is dying, and we all know it. However, it is savable. For that reason, I, as head director and executive of our cast, am now vetoing the cast elected focus of minor content, which has been mostly our own solo-made productions. And I am now instead enforcing an executive order to change that focus towards major content. The cast was at its peak during the production of 100 Deaths, the last project and major content we all worked on. The project, upon finishing, was satisfying for us, but now it is outdated, and there is nothing to replace it. In addition, we can conclude that working on major content naturally strengthens cast morale because we are all working on a common goal. As further evidence for this, after 100 Deaths was completed, many members did not know what to do next. They became disorganized, and over time, more inactive and disconnected. For that, it is safe to assume if we do not have a common goal, then this will happen to us as a team. So, you might be asking to yourself, well, what now? What might be the next project in mind? Many of you guys are aware of what was called Aquatic Tale, which has been renamed to Hearts of Aquatica, which was a long-awaited project with a complex story that I've written out in the past several years. But it is also safe to conclude that that is obviously too overwhelming for us right now to attempt. So in the past months, I started working on new story ideas, and then the Underground Council, which does include myself, chose two easy-to-produce stories. They are both going to be short animated series, and will require everyone in the cast to assist in production, such as voicing, editing, writing, music, art, promotion, and so on. This is Project Revival. Tomorrow, there will be a Google form available which will provide you with both of the stories, covers, and introduction summaries. You will then be able to vote on the story you want to work on, and the elected series will be put into production as soon as 2021. This is exactly what I've been focusing on for the past several months, since May 2019. Of course, we are going to be occupied with school and other life matters, so pressure on production will be light. But finally, we have a unifying focus for us all that will provide every member with a purpose. It's time to push towards our third generation. Let's not have the second be our end.